Well, it's been a pretty slow and steady move with kind of a big jump. So, who works in Hollywood? Who are the executives in Hollywood? Who are these people at Netflix? Well, they're a bunch of college grads. They got a, liberal arts education, and then they moved to Hollywood, and they didn't leave it on campus. They took it to their new campus, which is Netflix or HBO or NBC or, um, whatever sports, they all just kind of, these are all products. These are all college students. So they went to the universities around the country. And then at some point they end up at ESPN or Netflix or ABC. And they brought their sensibilities there. So they started to sort of shift the culture. I mean, how else could it go? If you went to a college and the college was an all vegan college and you just immersed yourself in veganism for 4 or 5 years or more, and then at some point you ended up at Netflix, well, wouldn't it make sense that at some point you'd go down to the cafeteria and you'd go, "Hey, man, what's with the pimento loaf? What's up with the meatballs? What's up with the carving station? Why aren't there more tofurkey here?" And the person who worked at Netflix, who was in charge of the cafeteria, might go, "All right, I hear you. Let's get some vegan offerings up here too." So they would have some vegan offerings, and for a while it would be the carving station with the roast beef and the tofurkey station. But then at some point, the people who are part of the movement would go down and go, the carving stations, it's offending some of the vegans. Like they're put off. They feel endangered by it, or they feel threatened by it. And then at some point they'd go, "All right, well, we'll move the carving station to another place in the cafeteria so they don't have to." But that would never be enough. And at some point you'd have to get rid of it. And that's essentially what goes on sort of politically on these new campuses. And at some point, Donald Trump got elected. And when Donald Trump got elected, it went from, move the carving station to burn down the cafeteria. And that's kind of where we're at. You can sort of combat all this stuff with quality. Like you just have to be good. I have a 15-year-old son. He likes Ben Shapiro. He likes Jordan Peterson. He likes Dennis Prager. He likes all these people. And I say to him all the time, okay, that's not going to make you bell the ball, especially in California. Like, you're going to have a harder time because these are your politics. Now, I don't want to tell you to be quiet or play it close to the vest or do anything, but you have to be good. You have to be really good at something. It's no longer an option to be sort of mediocre. If you're mediocre, you can fit in with the crowd, don't agitate, just echo their politics, and you can be gainfully employed. If you want to say something and go against the convention politically, then you better be really good and you better find your own audience. And, the people that we speak of, you go, well, how come they can't be canceled? Well, they can't be canceled because they're really good at what they do. Imagine if they were sort of fair to middling at what they did, they would be canceled.